Turning our attention now to the ASX. Here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Bulls and Bears report is brought to you by Great Southern Mining, ASX code GSN. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the newly minted Chief Executive Officer of Great Southern Mining, Sean Gregory. Hi, Sean.
Yeah, good morning, Matt.
Great Southern Mining owns a suite of high-grade gold projects in Queensland and Western Australia, and the company's current focus is on the Monomee and Coxs fine deposits near Laverton in WA. The old Coxs fine mine has a colourful history and was Western Mining's first venture into gold production back in 1935, when the mining giant produced gold at eye-watering grades before mothballing the mine in 1942. Great Southern is now seeking to breathe new life into the project by exploring under and around the old mine using modern techniques. Sean, I see you've got some new drill results out recently with respect to Coxs fine. What are the better numbers there?
Our most recent results include 3.6 metres at 8 grams per tonne from 169 metres. And the significance of that high-grade intersection is that it's only 30 metres down plunge from our Bonanza intersection a few months ago of 5.65 metres at 80 grams per tonne, including 404 grams per tonne. In fact, we've got 5 spectacular Bonanza hits into one unmined panel at the bottom of the mine that the old-timers appear to have left behind for us.
And have you got any historic records from the old mine when Western Mining had it? Do you know what it produced and at what grades?
They produced 77,000 ounces at 22 grams per tonne, which is pretty good going, and especially when you consider it in the context of the broader Laverton belt, where most of the mining operations up there produce 1 to 1.2 grams per tonne. You can bet that some sweeter high-grade material would be very useful mill feed indeed.
Your Monomee project, about 80 k's southeast of Coxs fine, have you got a resource there?
59,000 ounces, which is 1.1 million tonnes at 1.7 grams per tonne, and that's open both to the north and the south. So part of our forward work program, we'll be drilling both to the north and south and looking to grow that resource. Granny Smith is only 14 k's right next door, and we understand that they're running at about half capacity at the moment.
What about Coxs fine? If you manage to get a resource there, how would you mill that, do you think?
We're completely surrounded by Regis Resources, and Regis has got very profitable operations up that way, but typically they only run at 1 to 1.2 grams per tonne. So the super-grade material at Coxs fine could be a very nice sweetener, and we're also very hopeful of not only what we've found at Coxs fine, but stepping out along strike at our 54 square kilometre package that we've assembled surrounding the Coxs fine mine.
Sean Gregory from Great Southern Mining, thanks very much for joining me on 6PR today. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.